Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and we are back at Keystone for a second day of snowboarding. But today we are going to go ahead and talk about, well, Artemis coming to Apex Legends. We're going to go over that. We're also going to go ahead and give out an heirloom. All you guys got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. But without further ado, let's jump into today's topic.
So Apex Legends Season 23 has been pretty fun, although there is one thing missing, and that is a new legend. And no, I'm not going to count Lifeline Reborn because that's a rework on her kit. She's pretty cool, I'm going to say, pretty overpowered. That still isn't a new legend with lore, backstory, and more. Although last season we did get the brand new district map, and with it there have been some new teasers. You might have noticed this on some of the wanted posters in the game, but there is an in-custody Xena Contreras reward 100,000 for seeking information on co-conspirators. And this is the first teaser that we've actually gotten regarding her since one that was posted on the Play Apex Twitter account where it says visiting hours. This is pretty interesting because in this image you can see Vantage with her mom sitting in the prison. In the background is actually Mad Maggie. You also can see Crypto and Caustic there hanging out. And in the top, it actually says Hammond Facility Break-In, which I'm pretty sure is a reference to Revenant Reborn. But this does set up the fact that the next legend coming in is most likely going to be Vantage's mom. There's a lot of teasers going for it, and it's pretty much been confirmed that there is an upcoming legend named Artemis that is coming next. The legend model is actually being tested or is close to being finished. However, earliest ETA as posted is for Season 23. Now, obviously, we are in Season 23, so that is no longer relevant. That likely means that it is going to be in Season 24. Which is kind of crazy because when you think about it, we only got one legend in the entire year of 2024, and that would be Alter. And well, it might actually shake up to be the same exact kind of situation when we get over to Season 25. Abilities are currently unknown, or they at least were, because another leaker let us know, named Volchaic Titan, that Artemis is going to be involved in something called the Great Hunt. Artemis has a crossbow ability, most likely her ultimate. This crossbow is a modified version of the Bowcheck bow. A new shotgun that shoots arrows is also going to be coming to the game around the same time, and the Bowcheck bow will finally be floor loot again. This is actually really awesome, as the Bowcheck has been there longer than any other care package except for the Kraber, which has been there for, like, pretty much whatever. Now, some important things to know about Vantage's mom and why it's most likely going to be her is, well, Vantage's mom is named Xena Contreras. She has a giant scar on her eye, and interestingly enough, she was wrongfully imprisoned. This is very, very important to know, because that means she is kind of an anti-hero or a hero in some capacity, and she was given a life sentence aboard the Gaian Detention Center before it crashed onto the surface. The other interesting fact about that is E-District is actually on Gaia. Gaia is where Storm Point takes place, along with E-District. There's a couple other ones, but Suotamo is actually where E-District is found, which is, you can see at the bottom, which is one of the largest cities in the Outlands, known for its resemblance to Angel City. It is also the home planet of Ballistic, Caustic, Crypto, and Rampart. It's interesting that they didn't update that for Vantage because technically she was born there when the ship crashed. But regardless, the other reason why we know is, well, Artemis is actually in Greek mythology the goddess of the hunt. You can see her right here with bow and arrows. She's got a little deer. This is a Greek statue. And well, Vantage is all kind of about the hunt. In fact, a lot of our skins reference it with the graceful hunt. Echo is known as a hunting companion with her little bat. And Xena is actually a Greek name. And both of these characters are really big into hunting. When we got the stories from the Outland for Vantage, you can see them both covered in furs and living off the land, along with a skull on the right, which is something that they actually captured and killed. So all this is lining up pretty awesome. Now, in terms of her gameplay, it's kind of hard to get an exact look at it. There was a list of leaked legends. However, the only one that kind of somewhat resembles what could be Vantage's mom is a legend called Scryer, which is also a reference to Bangalore's stories from the Outland with Newcastle. But the reason why they seem similar is, well, they both have that eye marking / scar. Now, their passive is called Spectator, and it will automatically optic hunt and spectate your killer, which I'm surprised isn't in Apex Legends already. There is no kill cam, and this seems like a very unique ability, because to be able to use this, you actually have to make your team down an extra player. It's not something that will impact the majority of the game if you never die. So if you're the weak link on your team, Scryer is probably going to be the character your teammates make you pick. I imagine this has to be reworked in some degree though, because the amount of information that it can give is absolutely insane. There has to be, I assume, some kind of timer on this, very similar to the way that Ash can see into death boxes. The Tactical is another interesting ability, where it releases a parasite trap that reveals the target's vision. Now, in the play model of this, they actually use the spider, and it looks like one of the ones from the Halloween event. Now, unfortunately, because there's only one person in the firing range, we can't see that perspective, but it definitely seems fairly interesting. It's the wall hack meta brought to the next degree, because not only are you hacking through walls, you can see everything about the team's composition. It will be really interesting if you're able to see what kind of weapon weaponry, and then also the types of armor and what's in the player's inventory. But overall, this character is designed to absolutely be the utmost recon character possible, as they are in the recon class. Sadly though, we do know what their ultimate is, and it is called Shadow Wall, where you unleash a creeping wall of darkness that blocks sight and blinds enemies. This is most interesting because apparently this has been scrapped, kind of in a way, and was moved over to Catalyst, as that is clearly what Catalyst Wall does. And we know from the previous leak that Catalyst originally had just a giant tower she built, so it looks like for whatever reason Scryer's ability that was almost done got completely moved over to Catalyst. So other than the crossbow, we don't know, but we can actually take a look at that crossbow ultimate because it is supposed to be basically what the Scorpion is. The Scorpion here is using the Havoc model. This is from a season 12 leak, and it's an automatic crossbow that fires arrows and is incredibly deadly. Now, this would make sense that this got turned into her ultimate instead of a released weapon. We see this all the time. If we actually look at the Fanatic, which was the leaked weapon at the same exact time, it's a dual wield energy pistol. Now, the Fanatic was supposed to come in season 22, but the Fanatic received a ton of changes as well, as we now know we have the Akimbo P2020s in Mozambique, and this was an early test for that got warped into that instead of a brand new weapon overall. And so that is pretty much everything we know about Artemis so far. Like I said, we aren't expecting her into the year 2025, and there's probably going to be a lot more changes, so do keep that in mind. That being said, we're going to go ahead and play some community clips right now. Don't forget to submit your own clips if you want to Thordan Smash on Twitter, and you guys can go ahead and see some of your clips in the gameplay videos. Without further ado, let's roll it.
Rings closed, 45 seconds. I've got 30 to get inside that ring.
Let me know down below, are you guys excited for Artemis coming to Apex Legends? Do you think she'll be a good character, or do you think that they're actually okay with slowing down the Legend release order? Also, don't forget to check out this video right here from my editor Novell, who does amazing Apex Legends content. And until next time, everyone, keep slaying in the Outlands. I'll see you out there.